Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Jared Coleman, and I'm an aspiring nurse. I actually taking the ADN program, and I'm actually doing this video. It's actually my first video. I'm actually doing it. I actually took my HESI A2 yesterday for the second time, and I did absolutely way better than I did the first time. And I'm kind of making this video because I want to show you guys, or kind of tell you guys my experience over it, kind of let you guys know what to expect, what's on it, and everything like that. So first things first, for my school, we didn't have to take all the subjects. For my school, we had to take the math, grammar, vocabulary, the A&P, also, what else? The reading comprehension, and we also had a critical thinking on there as well. So like I said, I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of my experience, some of the questions that I had, and maybe help you guys out if you plan on taking a HESI in the near future. First things first, if you don't have this book right here, you're not actually doing anything. Because this book right here is almost like the Bible. It has everything you need in order to study for the HESI. This is it right here. It's actually made by the people who actually made the actual HESI exam. So definitely want to get this book and actually study with it. Another thing I also got was the Ready for the HESI. They have all kind of different subjects in there. I actually purchased the anatomy and physiology section of it as well to kind of study off of. I mean, it helped me out a lot. When I say it broke down everything that you needed to know on the HESI for the AP section, it was on there. Again, it's called Ready for the HESI. Also, pocket prep. A lot of people kind of told me about that, and I kind of looked at a few YouTube videos myself of other people making these type of HESI videos. Pocket prep helped me out a lot. Similar questions that were on there as well. But for my math section, I actually did a lot of studying on that. As far as that, it's pretty easy. You get a calculator, so all the questions are pretty easy. For my test, I had a lot of multiplication and dividing of fractions. Also, I had a lot of percentages and ratio questions as well. And it's a smart thing that you will need to know your metric conversion as well, because you're going to get quite a few questions on that. But the math part was probably the easiest for me. Like I said, you get a calculator, and the questions are pretty self-explanatory as far as that, as well as the reading comprehension. I don't even think I studied for the reading comprehension because it's basically all there right in front of you, right up in the stories itself. You get about 6 or 7 short stories, and actually different kind of questions on those as well. The vocabulary. For the vocabulary, I actually did, like I said, I used the book. They had 55 questions on the vocabulary. Maybe 15 to 20 of them possibly came out of the book, so you might want to do extra studying on vocabulary words. That's pretty simple. They actually give you context clues actually in sentences and stuff like that, but definitely look at the book as well for it, because they do have about 15 to 20 of them in there. Grammar is pretty basic grammar. The book, I keep going back to the book itself is going to tell you everything that you need to know. We break it down from nouns to verbs to adverbs, adjectives, all those type of things are on there as well. A lot of my questions were which one of these sentences were grammatically correct or incorrect. There were most of my questions on there as well. So after that, I took my AP part. That's the one I actually took the most time studying on. So for my test, I had a lot of questions about bones, muscles, and endocrine system, hormones, and those things like that. So definitely know your hormones. Definitely know your hormones, and that's what I Ready for the HESI actually came into play for me, because I learned from there, and I used it on the pocket prep as well, kind of taking a lot of practice questions for me. So I had questions about ears and also the eyes as well. So you might want to know all your hormones, like say your muscles, your bones, and those kind of things. You don't have to go too much into depth, because they don't go into depth on the actual questions, but you definitely need to know some things about all the different systems. And after that, I actually took critical thinking. We do have a critical thinking on there. basically all those is just give you different scenarios, either at the hospital or outside the hospital. As a nurse, what would you do in these type of situations? They give you 4 different answers, and technically all the answers are correct, but you have to pick the most correct answer. It's almost in the sense of a personality kind of test. So for our school, you had to get a 750 on that. I ended up getting way more than that, so that was pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory on that. One of the questions on there was a patient trying to invite you out for coffee after you've seen them in the hospital and everything like that, and they gave you 4 different answers. How would you go about handling it and stuff like that? So it's pretty self-explanatory on those kind of things like that. So pretty much that's my experience on my HESI A2. I mean, I studied my butt off. Took me about a month to actually study for it, but it was well worth it. And this book helped me out a lot. Again, definitely need to purchase this book. Again, I also did the Ready for the HESI, that AP section, and also the Pocket Prep. All 3 of those helped me out tremendously. I was very confident when I went up in there, especially on the AP section. I felt like I punched that door a lot, and I was very confident on that. So again, guys, that was my experience of the HESI A2, and I hope you can use this information to help you guys out. If you plan on taking the HESI A2 in the near future. Again, my name is Jared Coleman, and I'm hoping to do a couple more of these videos. It's actually my first one, so as you can see, I'm stuttering all over the place. So hopefully I get better with it and actually share my experience with you and my journey with you throughout this nursing process. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.